Alright, so we're going to start with a warm-up, so just follow along with what I do, and we'll run through it. So just start with high knee marches. Just slowly going to warm up the body. And then one knee up and out, good 5 each side. And then the other side, so try and control the balance. 3, 4, and 5. Good, and then onto one knee, we're just going to do some hip flexors. So standing nice and tall, move forward and back. We've got 10 pulses through here, so just moving through the hip there. Should feel that down the front of the thigh and in the front of the hip. A few more. And then we're going to swap it over. So same thing, 10 pulses, just staying nice and tall. 4, 5, should really feel that hip opening. That nice stretch down the front, especially been sitting a lot recently. And 10. Good. Then we're going to stay in that same position, but we're going to take one leg out to the side now. So like you would here, we're going to take that leg out all the way to the side, and you should feel the stretch through the inside of the thigh now. Pulsing out to the side. So we're going to do 10 reps here. You can really feel the stretch through the inside of the thigh, up in the groin. Really good stretch just to open up the hips there. Good, 3 more. And then swap it over. So step facing the front, leg out to the side. I'm going to go 10 pulses out this way now. So I'm using this hand just to push my knee out a little bit further to really emphasize the stretch I can get through the thigh. Good, just go 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, and then into a push-up position. We're going to take one leg up and outside the foot and rotate. So just follow along, one leg up, outside the foot and rotating. And then swap it over, rotating. Let's do 3 of these on each side. Good, and last one. And then coming through, we glute stretch, and then swapping. Glute stretch, swap. And 3 each. And then we're going to push back and drive the heels to the ground. And just pulse. So one heel down, then the other heel. One heel, then the other heel. So just stretching out the calves. And then onto your back. So we're going to line the back, warm up the glutes. So we've just got 10 glute bridges, lifting through the hips, focusing on the glutes, so squeezing at the top. And 5 more. Really driving through the heels and squeezing my glutes at the top. And then single leg. So 5 reps, each leg. Still driving through the heel. So you can lift your toes up a little bit on the front foot just to emphasize the heel drive. And swap. Alright, good. Alright, back to hands and knees, just 5 cat camels. So arching up like a Harvard Bridge, just moving the back now. And then back up onto your feet. So let's just go jogging on the spot again. So just going to raise the body temperature now. Get a little bit of a sweat on. And then a little bit higher. And higher still. And And then heel flicks up behind. And then start to jog it. Good, hands on hips. Big circles each way. And swap. And then jogging again. A little bit faster. High knees. And sprint. And rest. Alright, so that's the warm-up done. Should be a little bit elevated with the heart rate now and breathing a little bit, which is good, that's what we want. So we're going to start with an upper body exercise and a couple of lower body exercises and just alternate between them and do it 2 times through. So I'll explain the exercises first and then we'll do them together. So exercise 1 is a push-up. So I've got 3 different levels for you here. Level 1 is going to be called push away. So hands and knees with the hands out in front of you. We're going down and pushing back towards your hips. Control and pushing back. Level 2 is a push-up from the knees. So body in a straight line from knee to hip to shoulder. We're going to control down the whole way and push back up. And then level 3 is from the feet. So all the way up on the feet, we're going to do 8 reps, control and push. So that's the first exercise. And then straight into the second one. You're going to need a box for this or something to sit on like a lounge. And the higher it is, the easier it's going to be. So find a level that suits you. Use pillows or anything you need to find a level. So it's going to be a single leg squat. I'm going to alternate feet. So arms out in front of you, 1 foot, controlling down and back up. Alternate, control, and up. Good, just alternating. So it's the first exercise, and then second for the lower body is a squat, 1 1/4 reps. So on heels shoulder width apart, toes 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock, arms out in front of you for balance. We're going down, controlling back up a quarter, back down and up. So that's 1 1/4 squats. Controlled, up a quarter, down and up. Alright, so we've got those 3 exercises. We're going to do 2 rounds through with minimal rest. You can rest where you need to, or just follow along with myself. It's up to you. Just work within your means. So we've got push-ups, single leg squats, and 1 1/4 squats. And let's just work through them. So 8 reps, push-ups. I was going nice and slow, so not rushing. I'm just trying to keep the body in a nice straight line. And then once you've done your 8, got the single leg squat. And we're going to alternate feet, 8 on each leg. Arms out in front for balance, controlling down and up, alternate. That's 3. And 3, these ones are harder than they look, so rest if you need to. 4. 4. 5. And 5, keep those arms out in front. 6, and try to push through the heel on the way up. 6, 2 more. 7, 7, 8, and 8. Alright, and then 1 1/4 squats. We go 8 reps. We're going to have a rest after these. So, arms out in front, Control, upper quarter down and up. Controlled, upper quarter down and up. There's two, just take these nice and slow. Staying nice and tall as well through the chest. Control. 4, 5, so staying tall. 6, arms out in front, gives you that balance. And 8. Alright, have a breather. Since this is the strength work, we don't want to get too out of breath because we have core work and conditioning stuff still to come. So grab a drink. We'll have about a minute. And we'll go through this one more time. Then I'm going to be just as out of breath as you are doing this one, because we've got a fair bit to get through. Alright, so push-ups first, then our single leg squat, and then a 1 1/4 squat. 8, 8, and 8. So choose your variation of push-up, so push aways from the knees or from the feet. Let's do our 8 reps. And 8. Alright, into this single leg squat. So choose a good bench height for yourself. Grab a pillow or anything if you need to raise it up a little bit, make it a little bit easier. Let's alternate at each leg. So control, up. 2. You can keep one leg on the ground if you want to make it a little bit easier. Just put the heel down in front of you and really try and sit back onto that leg that's the back there. We call that a kickstand, so control, and up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, one more each. And last one. 8. Alright, and then straight into those squats again. So 1 1/4, just take these nice and slow, there's no rush. So heels shoulder width apart, toes 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. I'm just trying to stay nice and tall through the torso, not rounding over. Nice and tall, arms out in front. And a quarter. That's 4. Just nice and slow. Control. 6. 2 more. 7. And 8. Good stuff. Alright, again, have a little breather, we'll have a minute. Grab a drink. And while you're resting here, I'll just explain the next exercises we have. So we're going to do again upper body and lower body in a little circular fashion, focusing on strength. We've got 2 exercises for the upper back, and then 2 exercises for the hamstrings, glutes. So we'll start with the upper back exercises. They're both going to be on the ground, so find your mat, laying down on your front for this first one. Arms are going to be out to the side like a T, and all we're going to be doing is raising them up, pulling the shoulder blades together, and controlling back down. So it's a small movement, but we're really focusing on trying to pull those shoulder blades back. So laying down flat, arms up, and control it. So you can keep your forehead down on the ground or lift it up, whatever's more comfortable for your face and neck. And then the second exercise is lying on your back. I'm going to do some, they're called back widows. So laying down, elbows on the mat here, just out from your sides, and then driving your elbows into the mat to pull up and back down. So the movement's coming from me pushing my elbows into the ground. So I'm using all those back muscles there. I'm not really crunching up through my abs. And at the top there, I'm really just trying to squeeze everything back. So the two back exercises, and then we're going to move into an alternating heel touch. So you can do this with a single leg balanced or with a kickstand. So balance looks like this, controlling down and up. So pushing the hips back, and then the kickstand is keeping that back leg on the ground a little bit. Still touching heels. And then the second one, we're going to be lying on your back and doing hip lifts. So find your box, whatever you used before, on your back, knees at 90 degrees, lifting up through the heels, and pushing down. So driving those heels into the box to lift the hips up and back down. We've got a little dog here. He's very excited. In your bed. Alright, so we're going to go through all those exercises, 8 reps each, 2 times through. So starting with T-raises. So laying down flat, 8 reps. You're really just trying to pull those shoulders back. Make sure your arms are straight out to the side. And 8, straight onto your back. Elbows next to you, a little bit out from the body, then driving into the ground with those elbows to lift up. So pull the shoulder blades back, and then down. 8 reps. Four more. Get that chest up nice and tall. So we're staying proud through the upper body. So trying to lift that chest to the roof. And 8. Good, straight to your feet. Your heel taps. So alternating with the kickstand if you need to, or balance. Good, just trying to focus on your balance. Just trying to touch those heels and drive those hips back to the wall behind you. So push your hips back. You should feel the weight shift towards your heels. That's 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, and 8. And then straight onto your back. Look at those hip lifts. So heels on the box, 90 degrees at the knees, driving through the heels, keeping your toes to the ceiling, and lifting up and down. If you do want to make this harder, you can make it a single leg version and do 8 reps each. But it's up to you. I'll stick with this one so we can get things going. And rest. So you should feel that through the back of the thighs there. Maybe even a little bit of calves. Right. That's one round down. Quick break, 30 seconds, and we're going to one more. So we've got your 2 upper back exercises and 2 hamstring glute exercises. The upper back one's really good for those postural muscles. So we've been working from home a lot, so that does mean a lot more sitting than usual. Even more so than if you have an office job, because we're generally working longer hours. So everything's becoming a bit locked up through here. We need to strengthen up everything through the back. So let's start with those T's. So lying down flat, arms out to the sides, and 8 reps. Good. 8. And then your back widow. Doing A's and E's as well. Driving elbows into the floor. And trying to get your chest to the ceiling. One more. And then heel taps, so we'll alternate. So heel tapping. Try and find your balance. It does help to look at something that's not moving and just keep looking at that one thing the whole time. It's a little balance trick for you. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. You're trying to push those hips back. 7. 8. It's embarrassing. And 8. Good. And the last thing on your back. Drive through the heels. Up and down. So really try to squeeze through the hamstrings, squeeze through the glutes at the top. Toes point to the ceiling. 8. And rest. Alright. We're getting through it now, so we're going to move on to core exercises. So the core stuff, we're going to do a little bit differently. We're going to have 4 exercises and move through them quite rapidly with no rest in between the sets. So it's going to be 20 seconds on for one exercise, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds for the next exercise, and just keep working it through. So I'll set a timer up and we'll do it together. I'll quickly go through the 4 exercises first. So the first one is a reverse crunch. So laying on your back. What we're going to be doing is knees stay bent. We're going to lift with the hips, control back down. Lift with the hips, control back down. Second exercise is a slow mountain climber. So you're in a push-up position and trying to pull your knee to your elbow and then swapping and just go nice and slowly. So knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Third exercise is a Russian twist. So when you're sitting down on your bum, you keep the heels on the floor or lift them up if you want more of a challenge. The key thing here is to stay straight through the lower back. So we don't want to be hunched over like this. You just stay as tall as you can, keeping the chest up, slightly leaning back, and then twisting through the torso. And then the fourth exercise is a shoulder tap or a plank reach. So hands a little bit closer than normal, feet a little bit wider, and just tapping opposite shoulder without letting your hips move. So that's the key, lock in the hips. It's easy to go like that. It's a lot harder to lock those hips in. Alright, so let me get the timer and let's get going. Alright. Go in 7 seconds, starting on your back. And off we go. 20 seconds of your reverse crunch. And rest. Cool. 10 seconds rest. Getting ready for the mountain climber. And off we go. Just nice and slow, strong plank position. I'm trying to use your core to lock things in. So there's no movement through the torso. Ten seconds rest. Alright. With the Russian twist. Sitting down. Staying tall. Slightly lean back. And controlled. I'm going to work those obliques. and rest. And then your shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Cool, 1 round down, 2 more to go, no resting. So on your back, reverse crunches. Off we go. And then these mountain climbers, I don't know about you, I'm starting to feel it. "20 seconds. And rest. Russian twist. So find position, nice and tall, slight lean back. Off we go. Just nice and slow. Ooh, starting to burn. And then your shoulder taps, almost on the second round. 3, 2, 1. You're trying to lock those hips in as best you can. Keep your hips down. Should be a nice straight line. And rest. If that's getting too hard, you can just hold a plank for 20 seconds. That's fine. And last round. Reverse crunches. Off we go. Oh. Mountain climbers. Come on, almost there. Getting through it. Here we go. Just nice and slow. It is okay to rest if you need to. Alright, almost there. Russian twist. And shoulder taps. Off we go. 20 seconds. Home stretch. Oh, it's burning. Oh. Oh. And shoulder taps, then we're done. Alright, last 20 seconds. You can just tap the opposite hand as well, if you need to make it a little bit easier, or the opposite elbow. Also works. If you want to make it harder, you can also reach out in front. And rest. Oh, that's it. Have a break, have a drink, then we've got our last little bit to get through. So this last little bit is going to be a conditioning piece. We're going to follow a similar fashion, so it's going to be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 4 different exercises, and 3 rounds through. So exactly the same setup as that one, just different exercises. So we'll go through them first. Number 1 is jump squat. So squatting down, jumping off the ground. If you just want to do normal squats, that's also fine. Just make them a little bit faster. So it's going to be 20 seconds of that. Then we're going to move into walkouts. So you can use your mat. So the walkout is reaching down, out the hands, back in with the hands. Standing up. That's a walkout. Next one is an alternating lunge with a forward step. So standing tall, hands on hips, stepping out, controlling back. Alternate. It's going to be 20 seconds of those. And then the last one is sprinters. So in a push-up position, like those mountain climbers, but fast this time. So push-up position and sprinting. You can slow it down if you need to and just step. So it can be a step. It also works. Alright, so I'm going to set up the timer now. I'm going to do the same thing. So 5 seconds. Jump squats first or normal squats. Alright, off we go. We've got 3 rounds to get through. Oh, to get the heart rate up, the legs burning, got walkouts. 3, 2, 1. So as you're walking up, don't let those hips dip. Keep your hips up in line. Don't let them dip down. Alright, rest. We've got our lunges. So forward step. Hands on hips. Off we go. We're going to alternate. Alright. Keep breathing through it. Oh, I'm going to feel it after this. Alright, 10 seconds rest, then your sprinters. 5, 2, 1, off we go. Oh, that was never ending. Alright, 2 more rounds. Jump squats first. This is it. Once we're done, we're going to cool down. Jump squats. Oh, starting to sweat now. Walkouts. Alright, off we go. Oh, rest. Good lunges. Alright. Off we go. Just alternating. With a strong push off that front foot, pushing back. And be careful with that back knee, don't slam it down. Just control the reps. And rest. And then sprinters. Off we go. Alright, one more round. We can do it. I'm just motivating myself at the moment. Alright, off we go. Alright, glad they're done. Walkouts. Let's go. And rest. Lunges. Just 2 more exercises. Alright, off we go. So that forward lunge, still controlling the reps, driving strong with that front foot to come back. And rest. Then sprinters. Last thing. 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh. And rest. Oh. Felt like it wasn't going to end. Awesome work. Grab a drink and don't tune out yet because we still need to cool down. So please let me know how you went through that, how you found it, what you'd like to see more of, and what you'd like to see less of. We could do more on the strength side of things, or more on the conditioning side. It's up to you guys, whatever you feel like. So now let's go through a short little stretch just to finish off. So hip flexors first, on one knee, stay nice and tall. What we're going to do is try and squeeze that glute and thrust forward through the hips, pulling your belly button up. We should get a nice stretch all the way down the front. We can increase that stretch by raising that arm and reaching up as high as you can. Good, just holding that, just trying to slow down the breathing a bit now. Now we're finished. And then swap. So nice position, nice and tall. I'm going to thrust forward. And then raising the arm. If you want to get a bit more of a stretch out of it, go another 10 seconds. And big deep breaths. And for the next stretch, we're just staying in the same position. All we're going to do is take that front leg out, just a little bit in front, almost straight. Push the hips back and try and touch the ground at either side with the hands. Should feel that through the back of the thigh there, through the hamstring. Just stretching it out. Probably going to feel a bit tight after that. And then nice and slowly up. We'll swap it over. So on one knee, bring that leg out a little bit in front, almost straight, hand either side, pushing the hips back, touching the ground. It's also fine just to lean forward whatever you need to do just to feel that stretch through the hamstring. Next, we're going to stretch the glutes. So pigeon stretch. It's going to look like this. Push-up position. Bringing one leg through and bending it in front. So it looks like that. And pushing that heel back. So back that way with the foot. And you get a nice stretch through the glute there. If you want to increase it, you can lean forward, get down on the ground, or you can reach through the gap here with your arm and twist through. Alright, swap sides. So nice tall position, legs bent in front, going back a little bit with that foot and stretch it out. So down if you want, get more out of it. And then we're going to go onto your back. Last two stretches. So onto your back. What we're going to do, one leg straight, the other one bent. So I'm going to cross your body. I'm going to turn and look the other way. So you should feel this one down through the glute. You also might find it a little bit through the back. Just breathing nice and easy. And then swap it over. One leg straight, leather bent, bring it across your body, turning to look the other way. Another 5 seconds. And then hands and knees, a couple arches, just to loosen up the back. And we're done. Great, so thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Again, let me know what you thought of it, and if you want to see more of stuff, less of stuff, I want to cater it to what you want through this time while we don't have access to any gyms. Whether you have some equipment or bands, or if you want to add, say, water bottle weights in, we can do that. It's completely up to you. So, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.